Out of gas. So we're going to the pen to bring in the closer.
I'm feeling frank. Let's do this.
Yeah, there you
I'm
go.
ready.
Huh? Are you as good as Danny Palencia as a closer? Are you that good?
Not yet.
Okay. He's been hurt, but he came in to get one important out last night. But we'll get to that.
See what he does against the Yankees.
Yeah.
In October.
Welcome to PTI. The old grump has the day off. So I am joined by our great friend, the host of Starting Lineup on Sirius XM Radio, Mr. Frank Isola.
Wow.
That's a lot of energy for a Monday.
They must have.
I'm just saying.
They must have.
Man, let's
Friday.
start. It's Friday. It's my Monday. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Been all over the world the last few days. We're going to start with the Lakers criticizing the officials after last night's loss to the Thunder that leaves them in a 0-2 hole. J.J. Redick said LeBron got clobbered all night and that the Thunder has players who foul on every possession. And Austin Reeves said he felt disrespected by crew chief John Goble. Frank, do the Lakers make any legit points about the officiating?
You know what, Mike? I think they did. It's not the reason they lost last night. The reason they lost last night, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander goes to the bench with about 10 and a half minutes to go in the third quarter, and they get outscored 32-17.
Yep.
You cannot lose the minutes when
he's off the
SGA
court.
is on the bench. Okay, now, for their complaints, and this is something a lot of teams complain about, that out on the perimeter, Oklahoma City gets away with a lot. Right, so they're a very physical team.
Not
Maybe
just a
don't foul
Laker
that much
complaint.
at
The whole
rim.
league is complaining about that.
Yep, exactly. And you wonder how that could keep impacting them. You know, Sam Presti, their president, is thinking this isn't good that everyone's constantly complaining about
on
it.
this.
But, Mike, you know this. Everything that J.J. Redick said last night, everything he'll probably say today and shoot around tomorrow is all about Game 3. Because that's the season for the Lakers.
It is.
You've covered a million of these series with Pat Riley, coach of the Knicks, Phil Jackson with the Bulls, going back and forth through the media all the time. This is old school playoff basketball. It was a well-planned gamesmanship by J.J. Redick. It was smart. He has to do it, Mike. They're playing for their season again.
Smart and necessary.
Yes.
I mean, J.J. said exactly what he needed to say. Doesn't mean I'm buying it.
Yep.
I mean, I understand why he's doing it. And by the way, actually, I'm buying some of it because LeBron gets hit a bit, okay? He gets hit a lot. He gets hit too much. As big and strong as he is, and JJ's point about smaller players being theatric, nobody's as theatrical as the Lakers. No one. In the history of basketball, nobody's gotten the long end of the whistle like the Lakers. Okay, going back to when they hosed Sacramento to get the Lakers into the finals.
LeBron's an actor.
And we can bring
He's
it
in
up to
movies.
modern day. Luka has done it, and he seems to have rubbed off on LeBron, who did not do that the first 15, 18 years of his career. It's only lately. I get that. But it's not one of the top 5 reasons the Lakers are in a hole. Lakers aren't good enough.
Yeah.
They're not nearly as good as Oklahoma City. Neither is almost anybody else. And I don't know what they're going to do. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is capable of a 38, 42-point blow-up explosion, and he hasn't even done that yet. LeBron has been terrific, and they can't cash in on it. Austin Reeves had a great game last night. Didn't matter. We know who the better team is, and now the Lakers are fighting that uphill battle to try to figure out how to win one game.
It's hard to win when your best player isn't playing. Luka hasn't played yet. Oklahoma City is 6-0, and you mentioned about SGA. He's only scored 40 points thus far in the series. He is capable of a 35-point game.
Easily.
And when you talk about free throws, Mike, LeBron averaged 5.3 free throw attempts during the regular season. He's taken 5 in the series, but guess what? SGA's taken 12.
And
it's not like he's
whistle
taken
for his 4th foul last night, while that wasn't the case with the Lakers. Let me just say this about Luka, and I'm going to be a little bit outrageous here. Luka Doncic wouldn't be the answer in this series because Luka's doing this from the floor. He's doing this all the time while the action goes the other way. That ain't going to help the Lakers. So at some point, they're going to have to forget about this, even though, once again, J.J. Redick did the right thing.
Yeah.
They're going to have to forget about that and play tomorrow.
And don't you think also Oklahoma City, the way they're viewed now, it was the little engine that could, the small market team.
Yeah.
Now they've become the evil empire.
Monster.
Everybody complains about them.
Everybody complains about the championship team.
Yep.
Everybody. And so now it's Oklahoma City's turn.
And you know Sam Presti's going to have some kind of response. He doesn't like this.
You know what that is.
All right, Mike, let's move to the East where the Pistons are now up 2-0 on the Cavs after winning by 10 last night. Kate Cunningham, 25 points for him. Tobias Harris added 21 for Detroit. As for the Cavs, oh boy, James Harden struggled again, shooting just 3 of 13 from the field, missing all 4 of his 3-point attempts. and committing 4 turnovers. Mike, are you more focused on what's going right for the Pistons or what's going wrong for James Harden and the Cavs?
I'm going to play nice first. Let me give the Pistons some credit because we know they've been looking for that second scorer and a third scorer all season long. And I know I was one of the people who was critical of them for not making a move to bring in some more scoring at the trade deadline, and they didn't. And it looked like they were suffering. They could have been and probably should have been out of the series against Orlando, except Franz Wagner gets hurt. But Tobias Harris is averaging 20.5 points, 7.5 rebounds, shooting 50%, right?
Yep.
And more importantly, perhaps, Duncan Robinson is shooting 59% from 3 and averaging 18 points a game through the 2 games, both those guys, through the 2 games in this series. Yes, Harden and Mitchell, their turnovers, I don't know if they're going to be able to pull that together because they give up too many easy points to a Detroit team that has struggles to score. But when you turn 20 turnovers into 31 points, as the Pistons did in one game in this series, you're helping them. So that you throw that back and it's in the lap of Harden and Mitchell.
Donovan Mitchell. So I think, you look at Detroit, their season was hanging on by a thread. And then Cade Cunningham put together a spectacular performance in Game 5 against Orlando, saved their season. They got lucky in Game 6. Orlando scores 19 points. They blow them out. Now they won 5 in a row. And it seems like maybe they got over the little mental hurdle of the pressure of being the number 1 seed. They just look a lot better.
They did.
Now,
good point.
As for the Cleveland Cavaliers, and I like James Harden. I like the trade because to me, he plays all the time. Darius Garland, injury prone, a little undersized. But it's not just the performance that's been shocking by Harden. I just don't think he's competing hard enough. I'm not saying he's not trying. I think everyone else is at a playoff level. Mike, the turnover with 33 seconds to go. James, you're dribbling the ball in front of Tobias Harris like it's a preseason game in October. I mean, you have to be, how about a football term, a little ball security? I mean,
Frank,
it was terrible. And he didn't score in the fourth quarter. One other thing, Cade Cunningham in the fourth, 12 points. Mobley, Donovan Mitchell, Harden, 10. He outscored them by himself.
Let me go back to Harden for a second because Harden's he's a fascinating person. You and I have seen his whole career. The results don't necessarily reveal intent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
James Harden wants this badly. He does. I've been around him in locker rooms after games and multiple teams. He wants to be great in May. It's just not there. A lot of people try to scale the mountain and they don't make it to the top. And maybe that's just James Harden's cross to bear. I feel for him a little bit. The other night, he was really critical of himself after the game. He took the whole loss. No. You have people on that team who average 20 getting 2. So we're not going to put that on James Harden. I just don't know if they can do anything about it. You know what I mean? Is Harden going to suddenly, after all these years of playoff results, become a spectacular fourth quarter player in May? I'm not anticipating that.
And let's not let everybody off the hook here. Evan Mobley, all that talent, 36 minutes, 1 rebound.
1 board.
Come on now.
No. And Jared Allen, the previous game, 2 points, 3 boards?
You're that
Those
size?
2 guys, Twin Towers, what?
Mike, you're that athletic. By accident, you should grab 5.
Let's go on Harden. Not letting it.
1 rebound.
Let's move to tonight's games. Knicks, Sixers, Spurs, Wolves. The Knicks are up 2-0. And while forward OG Anunoby is listed as questionable, so is Philly's Joel Embiid. In the West, the 1-1 series moves to Minneapolis after the Spurs' 38-point beatdown of the Wolves Wednesday. Frank, are the Knicks or the Spurs more likely to win on the road tonight?
All right, so you mentioned OG Anunoby, and it's like the NBA. It's either a calf injury or a hamstring. And I think of Jalen Williams at Santa Clara. Jalen Williams, think about how much time he's missed. Luka tore his hamstring or grade 2 strain on April 2nd. We haven't seen him since then. So I'm a little worried because OG Anunoby,
there's no way OG Anunoby should be allowed to play tonight.
He should.
Or my view right now is going to play tonight.
But
no way.
He's played like a superstar.
He's been the best all-around player on the Knicks in the pro.
He's a shutdown defender. By the way, the Knicks have won 5 in a row. You talk about a team that's caught it. So the Knicks were good enough to win 62 games during the regular season. The Knicks bicker a lot internally, but when the playoffs roll around, they seem to have figured it out. I just wonder about tonight for Philadelphia. I feel bad for the Sixers from this standpoint. They post one of the greatest victories in franchise history in Boston. And the next time the fans get to see them, you're down 0-2. It's like they're still, they're fighting that uphill battle. I think Maxey will play much better. They were terrible in the fourth, and he was the key in that fourth quarter of Game 2 at the Garden. That was their game, and they missed open shots.
Should have won that game.
But you know what they also needed? An inside presence.
Well, they get that if Joel plays. Okay, here's the deal. I was in Madison Square Garden 2 nights ago.